I'm going to do this video, and then I'm going to do a video where I finished the Cosmo, the August 2015 Cosmo, because I started it and I didn't finish it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a complete list of some of the things they said and why it's stupid. They said if they had known a lot of the things they said were lies, they wouldn't have done it this way. Oh, you see my gray hair? They're upset because I'm getting older, but I'm happy. They wouldn't have done it this way. And that's my point. What this is a psyop, it's a psychological operation, how they can lure me in. So they said, well, don't keep mentioning high school because they have information from high school, but it's not an official edit. They think that there's an official edit, and I'll title my video official edit, because they said, well, in high school, you weren't good at sports. And then they said, well, you have a letter. I have a letter because I was a twirler and that was considered athletic. That's why they gave me a letter. Again, I would be forced to spend all day talking to the walls, people running back and forth, complete strangers. Then they said they set up my social media accounts for them to kind of come up with things that would provoke me. And that's my point. Like, in their minds, they're worthy of my time and energy. I don't think they are. They're also taking advantage of people who are so detached from reality that they think they have a relationship with me. They don't. And that's the hard part. It's hard for me to go through a physical illness that causes so much stress by itself, and then to deal with people who are so sociopathic that they have no empathy. Like, I have people who don't know me contacting me in commenting on Twitter with more empathy in a tweet than these people have shown this whole time. And that's my point. I would have spent so much energy yelling and fussing at these folks. The other thing is they said, oh, I don't say you guys a lot. I still say you guys. And that's my point. It's like everything I do, they said they want to latch on to someone else who did it first. I mean, I would have to keep inventing things, and that was their point. See, they want my original ideas. They don't want what's already out there. And that's my point. Like, that is when I wish I had something that would say ding, 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 like a ring a bell. Because that's when the bell goes off that they're creating AI and stealing people's ideas. My ideas. Let me put the little jar. I showed you guys how I made this little bulby looking thing out of a jar and a tea light. So I found like a little jar. I can't do it with one hand. Oh, okay. I found like a little jar and I put a tea light in it and it looks like a little light bulb. Here we go. That's the point. That's the point. They want original ideas. So they thought that if they could make it seem like I'm copying some idea that they saw me do before, and then they say I'm copying their idea, so I would keep generating new ideas. No, I will not keep generating new ideas. The other point about that, another light bulb moment, and this is the light bulb with the little glitter on it. Another light bulb moment is when you realize that when people don't care about you, you can never be safe with those people because they have no feeling for me whatsoever. So they're like, oh, well, why don't you call someone and shut the whole thing off? Why don't they? They sit around all day. They get no money from this. They make no pay and they embarrass themselves. The people who connected this have them yelling out the window, their voices. Everywhere I go, I hear their voices. Like, I can say, okay, this is that person's voice. And that's my point. It's not a computer generated voice. I was the one that told them that. They weren't smart enough to know that. So they've embarrassed themselves all these years doing this, claiming they're giving me ideas, but they're sitting around recording me for my ideas. Does that make sense? No. I'm telling you folks, if I had this happening to me, I would get to a point where I would say, why am I sitting around watching somebody else instead of living my own life? They're living their lives through me. That's my point. They live through me. So they said, well, we were having sex parties. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in your sex parties. But if your sex party involves me in any way, shape, or form, it's not happening because they did not have sex with me. Okay? And that's my point. This is some weird group of people that thought they would involve me as a front for their weirdness. I do not want to go to their weirdo sex parties and sit around watching people in the privacy of their apartments using devices to invade their privacy, only then to have that person go to every law enforcement agency on the planet and report it. That's weird. The next point I want to tell you folks is check out my Etsy account. I just uploaded a video where I finished the stone jewelry holder and I put it on Etsy. So please check it out. The other thing is I wanted to tell you, as I'm getting information about how this connects to other things, I'm posting it on Twitter. These people are connected to people who take advantage of people. You understand? That's what this is. And if you listen to my video that I'm doing right now, this video, think about what I said. Sex parties, forcing women, I'm a woman, into doing things while they can surveil them illegally. That's what they said this was supposed to be, mind control. That's what this was supposed to be. Running an electronic harassment that causes me to be sick and cause other people to be sick. That's the answer for you on what this really is about. So I'm going to end this video and then I'm going to do a video where we just go through the end of the August 2015 Cosmo. Thanks for watching.